First, let's take a live look outside at the conditions right now. Taking a look over the capital city where things look pretty calm at this hour, but we know things are changing. We are also monitoring power outages for you. Taking a look at where SMUD stands right now. They have 1,200 customers without power, the majority of those in Slough House, Arden, and Fair Oaks. These numbers have fluctuated throughout the night as well. PG&E also seeing some outages this morning, some still active from the last major storm that we had on New Year's Eve. There are pockets of outages around Loomis and Placer County and in El Dorado County between Placerville and Camino. Meanwhile, we're checking on changes to local school schedules. So far, there are no full closures to report. However, Stockton Unified School District is changing at least 2 pickup and drop-off spots for its bus routes. If your child is picked up at Angel Cruz or Pinella Park, their new pickup location is Pulliam School or the Arnold Rue Center. Administrators say they don't want the kids standing in the parks because of potential hazards. We're checking throughout the morning. We will update you if there are any more closures to let you know about. And we're also keeping an eye on cancellations or delays at the Sacramento International Airport. Right now, several incoming flights are running late. At least 5 are canceled. However, we're not sure if this is completely weather related. Of course, we are on team coverage for all aspects of the storm this morning. ABC 10's Conchetta Callahan and Mark S. Allen are out in the elements, ready to update us on any fallen trees, flooding, any water rescues. First, let's get over to ABC 10's Jordan Tolbert with where the storm is right now. So, Jordan, how can people prepare for that morning commute?
Yeah, during the commute times today is really when we're going to be hit with a really strong band of rain really throughout the valley spots. And in the mountains, we're going to be seeing heavy mountain snow pretty much throughout the entire day. Satellite and radar right now showing some rain moving through the area. Stockton, Modesto getting a little bit of rainfall through their area right now. In the foothills, we were seeing even up toward Placerville, some thunderstorms up there as well. There is a chance of thunderstorms throughout the day, really until about 4 p.m. today, so really throughout the afternoon. In terms of storm impacts today, they're widespread. Rain, flooding concerns, mountain snow. We could see multiple feet of snow between now and tomorrow morning. Wind as well. It's not close to what we were seeing yesterday, but we are still going to see gusty winds around 40 miles per hour or so, and a breezy day overall with sustained winds at around 25 miles per hour throughout the valley. Mountain travel is discouraged for sure, even valley travel as well, as lots of roads are seeing ponding this morning, down trees. Already heard of a few people having issues getting into work this morning because of these kinds of things. And of course, flooding concerns as we continue to see torrential rain through our area repeatedly, day after day, making trees fall over, definitely causing ponding on the roadways. So things to think about for sure. Futurecast weather showing us that this rain's really going to stick with us all throughout the day, kind of tapering off throughout the evening, but still seeing some Sierra snow. That is really what we're going to see today throughout tonight is Sierra snow, heavy Sierra snow at that. Tomorrow tapering off a little bit more of a mild day. Highway 99 at Fruit Ridge this morning showing some slick roadways so far. There is one crash this morning that I'm seeing so far. This is on Interstate 80 in those eastbound lanes at Watt Avenue off-ramp. This is causing some slow-moving traffic as well. Another thing, like I said, a result of a lot of rainfall is closures for places that are flooded, like a Dillard Road, northbound and southbound off-ramps there. And that's actually where we find our Conchetta Callahan this morning, talking about the road conditions and why it's so important to turn around, don't drown.
Oh, Jordan, we cannot stress that enough during this newscast. If you don't have to be on the roads, please stay home. Our emergency crews are stretched thin. And as you mentioned, yeah, we are south of Elk Grove off of Dillard, the Dillard exit on Highway 99. You see all of these cones, barricades up here. The road is closed. That is because 2 more people sadly died due to this horrible storm. So one of the victims was found here at this exit, sadly trying to go over a flooded roadway. The other victim was found off of New Hope. That is in Galt. So that is now 3 people who have died since New Year's Eve due to this horrific horrific winter storm, I should say. Since since New Year's Eve, and all 3 of those victims sadly passed away because they're trying to drive over a flooded road, trying to get to where they're going. It is just not worth it. So when you hear emergency personnel say turn around, don't drown, or pull over if you come over to a flooded road and call 911, please heed their warning and do that, because it is just not losing your life over. So now let's take a listen to the interim fire chief over in Wilton.
Whether they were standing on top of their vehicles waiting for us to get there to pull them off, or standing on a high ground and just not necessarily in their vehicle, but needing transported out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You see that the roadway is flooded. You try to drive over it anyways, and then now it's disaster, right? You heard him say it. They're standing on top of their cars. And, you know, fire crews, it's our firefighters, our police officers. They're the ones responding. They are stretched so thin right now. So please think smartly, turn around if you can, or just please stay home. I also want to mention that there is work on the levees. It's about northeast of where we are here, south of Elk Grove. Levees around the Cosumnes River near Wilton broke in 2 spots and breached the top in 11 places. So that is how serious this storm is. There are power outages throughout the area of Northern California. There are downed trees. I mean, we're talking hundreds of year-old trees. We're getting these incredible images of these massive trees just uprooted across our area. I mean, you go downtown, not far from the ABC 10 studios in Capitol Park, and you'll see a massive tree uprooted down there. And that's where our Marcus Allen is. Let's check in with him right now to see what it's like over there. I know it's a mess where you are too, Mark.
Yeah, it's a mess, and more importantly, we're just doing it like a preemptive strike. We need you to give these truckers some room. Check out that caution tape. We watched it rip just earlier. An indication of the wind today in the valley. Gust can move these trucks around considerably. Jake, you're from Toronto. You're on a long haul right now. Indeed, people need to give you more room out there.
Yes, definitely. People are very cooperative, and they understand how to drive on the highway. So they give us a very good room to, pass by. But especially on the bridges, like, when there comes a little bit bridge, so we feel like we're gonna fall down. So we were very slow and very careful while driving. So the people are very cooperative. They give us a room.
Got it. You've just crossed the nation. How have things been as you went through Nevada and now in California? How are things out there on the roads right now?
In California, this is first time that I'm facing like this type of wind. But I never faced. For the last 4 years, I'm on the road, and I didn't see like this weather ever.
Got it. Well, be safe out there, Jake. Thank you for all that you do. And great reminder from Jake, especially on the bridges. Give these trucks room, because that's when the trucks are more vulnerable. That's when the gusts are going to be at their worst. So great precaution. They can sway, again, 5 feet easily without warning into your lane even. So let there be a warning to you. Be safe out there. Give them room. Back to you.
Some good warnings too, Mark. I mean, I drive a smaller SUV. These high-profile vehicles need space, so just give the semi-driver some space so we can all get there safely. Thank you. Now, in the midst of the storm, the Sacramento Police Department is reminding everyone only to call 911 if it's an emergency. If you call 311 for downed trees and flooding, that's what you can call, And for power outages, you want to call SMUD or PG&E. Again, if it's an emergency, so that includes sparking or downed power lines, that is when you will call 911. The powerful storm is wreaking havoc for ranchers, livestock, and nonprofits. Hold Your Horses Livestock Emergency Evacuation Response has sanctuaries in Lodi as well as Knightson. Sanctuaries are seeing flooding, and one location even lost its roof. The co-founder tells us horses and cattle have no problem standing in a few inches of rain, but any more than that and for any longer periods of time, it can be dangerous.
Storm actually has me concerned. We have some baby horses here, some miniature baby horses here, and we have a special needs one that we're quite concerned about because she can't stand in water.
Well, the team has dealt with power outages, pumping water, and trying to keep these horses dry and warm since the first set of storms last week. Now, another issue with this is food. The nonprofit lost a lot of hay due to the rain, and eating wet hay can actually make animals sick. While their sanctuaries are full right now, the team is still available to help other livestock owners. You can contact them for advice or resources on moving your horses or other animals. Of course, we are not the only ones experiencing this severe weather. The Central Valley and Bay Area also dealing with flooding and whipping winds. Overnight, families evacuated Gilman Avenue in San Francisco. That's flooded through 3rd Street. And an infant died after a tree fell onto a home in Sonoma County. Firefighters performed CPR, waiting for the medics to get there, but unfortunately, it was not enough. So here's a reminder of just how dangerous the roads can be. Crews found a 19-year-old woman dead in Fairfield. Police say she was driving on Vanden Road, which was partially flooded at the time. She hit a patch of standing water and hydroplaned. She lost control and then slammed into a utility pole as well. Please remember, if you see standing water, it's not worth it to drive through. Remember to download the free ABC 10 app. That way you can track the weather anytime, anywhere, right on your phone. You can also submit your weather videos and pictures on the app. Just do it when it's safe to do so, and then we'll feature them on our newscast or on our website, abc10.com.